Hey there everybody, I am Jonathan Maislin, and I am here to tell all of you why competitive eating is indeed a real sport. And yes, that is Joey Chestnut, the #1 competitive eater in the world after he won his 7th consecutive Nathan's hot dog eating contest, eating a world record 69 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is impressive. What is competitive eating? Competitive eating, or speed eating, is a sport in which participants compete against each other to consume large quantities of food in a short time period. Contests are typically 8 to 10 minutes long and usually less than 15 minutes in length, with the person consuming the most food being declared the winner. Competitive eating is a real sport, at least by definition. According to Merriam-Webster, a sport is an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment. Competitive eating is an activity that does involve physical exertion and skill of an individual who is competing against others for my and everyone else's entertainment. Competitive swimming involves beating other swimmers to the finish line. In competitive eating, the eaters do the same, but the finish line is actually a timer, and the water they have to swim in is where they dip their food in to make it easier to eat. Similar to the NFL or NBA, Nathan's annual hot dog eating contest is covered by ESPN annually. If ESPN, the entertainment sports network, considers competitive eating a real sport, then I do too. Every sport has its greats. Football has Peyton Manning, basketball has LeBron James, and competitive eating has Joey Chestnut. Competitive eaters are athletes too. Professional football players train all year, even if they only play for the actual season, which is about half the year. Similarly, professional eaters have to train all the time, especially with specific foods. Professional eater Randy Santel has a website dedicated specifically to training techniques, which include techniques for different foods, styles of contests, and with or without liquid. Training is essential to being the best in any sport. And as you can see in the picture, there are children who are inspired by professional leaders and look up to them. Here's a boy getting a plaque signed by his idol, Eric Dahl. Athletes have always been admired for their near superhuman abilities, such as Usain Bolt's 9.58-second 100-meter dash or J.J. Watt's 37-inch vertical jump. Similarly, eaters have abilities they have developed to help them eat ridiculous amounts of food. Contrary to what the pictures show, not all professional eaters are pregnant. It is showing what a professional eater's stomach looks like after a tremendous battle with food, which often resembles that of a pregnant lady. A test was done to see how Joey Chestnut was able to eat 69 hot dogs in 10 minutes, and what the test showed is that the key is his stomach expanding powers. The average person can eat about 1 liter of food before they start to feel nauseous and can't eat anymore. But competitive eaters, like Joey Chestnut, train their stomachs to be able to eat 4+ liters of food. Just like other athletes, competitive eaters train their bodies to do certain things to help them achieve their dreams in the competitive eating world. In conclusion, competitive eating is as much a sport as football, both by definition and for what the athletes do to be the best. And lastly, here are my citations. Thank you for watching my presentation. Y'all have been a lovely audience.